This is a Western production.
What's good, everybody? Thank you so much for joining me here on episode number 3 of The Breakdown. Thank you guys so much for joining me last week on episode number 2, which featured So Lucky by Gabriella Rogers. And this week, we're going to switch gears a little bit and focus on a song called Spend the Night by me, Isaiah Gibbons, featuring my homegirl MOKAH. Let me just play you guys a little bit of the track so you guys get an idea of what we're vibing out to today.
You're everything, and baby, come and spend the night with me. I wanna be part of your life, maybe, and baby, come and spend the night with me. I wanna do everything right, lady, and baby, come and spend the night with me. I wanna be part of your life. Baby, come and spend the night with me. I wanna do everything right. Spend the night. You know I wanna be yours tonight.
Awesome. So you guys get an idea of the track right there, Spend the Night. It's a little bit of a summer vibe, dance hall vibe. We put this song out last summer, 2019 summer, and had a little release party for it, along with a song called Blame Game by Liv Marie. So we packed those two songs in for a night down at Anco in Mississauga. So yeah, we got this track played in the club, and people enjoyed it, and it was a good time last summer, 2019. So as you guys can hear, it's got a lot of dancehall influences in it. I didn't go super on the spectrum, all the way at the end of the dancehall spectrum. So I kind of sprinkled in some pop elements in there too. It's not full on kind of dancehall, but it definitely gravitates towards the dancehall vibe. So I started making this beat back in 2018. I think it was around the time May, April. So sometimes I just open up a new session, a blank session, and I just go through a bunch of sounds on Logic here. And yeah, around that time too, I was just trying to make a lot of things from scratch. And this is one of the songs I kind of just made from scratch, just, fooling around with sounds, fooling around with chord progressions, stuff like that. So yeah, so this is how this song came about. And I was here on Alchemy just going through a bunch of sounds, and I found this sound, the 80s digital piano, and just started playing different chord progressions, different just kind of vibes, and basically just came up with this pattern here. So I came up with that pattern and was instantly in love with it. And being from the Caribbean and having a lot of, Caribbean influence, I love dancehall music. I love soca music. I love all that stuff. So immediately I kind of tapped into that mindset of, this might be like a dancehall, Caribbean-esque type beat. So I immediately just started to get those kinds of ideas. And basically from there, from making up that pattern on the keyboard, I started toying with drum ideas and tried to instantly get into the kind of dancehall-ish vibe. So I started working with some drums and just coming up with different patterns and different ideas. And ultimately, I came up with this drum pattern first. So yeah, simple little groove there. 4 on the floor kind of kick, with some, a little snare on the offbeat, and I got a little tambourine in there too. And yeah, so I started off with that kind of vibe, and then I started to toy around with more snare sounds and claps and percussion, and just tried to round out how I wanted kind of the drums and percussion to sound. So I started with this snare here. Then I moved on to the percussion. And then you guys see here, I have another little percussion vibe going on right here. So I'll play that for you guys. Percussion number 2. And then as I progressed and started to get more ideas, I started adding claps after I added these keys up here, which I'll get to after. But I'll just play these claps for you right here. I'll do them one by one. Cool, and then I just added this little shaker part here too. So that's basically what I did for the drum part. Quite a bit of layers on there. Not going too crazy, but something, kind of simple, kind of getting into the space of this piano part. Finding those little areas of space where you can add a little offbeat here and there, and that kind of drives this kind of music, is that little offbeat. So I wanted to kind of add that kind of in here, and then so then I started working with some keys ideas, just trying to get some pads or kind of some chordal downbeat kind of stuff going. And I kind of layered like 4 different kinds of keys parts here. And I think I started with this electric keys. No, actually, I started with the piano. And then I just wanted to add kind of more layers on top of it, just to kind of round out the whole sound. So here's what the piano did. So yeah, I thought that was cool. I just thought it was kind of missing, some warmth, and I love layering keys, just different kinds of keys on top of each other, just to get a cool kind of rounded out sound, especially for this kind of vibe. And I just love keys. I just love having keyboards underneath, kind of a rhythmic pattern going on. So then I just kind of added this electric keys and this magneto keys, and then this kind of Indian sitar keys sound. So this is what it all sounds like all together. Cool, so you guys kind of hear how I soloed the piano and it kind of sounded thin. And then, I put back the magneto keys, that kind of adds more of the warmth. And then kind of, the little bit of twang at the top with the Indian sitar, and then just, a little bit extra warmth with the electric keys. So So this is how pretty much the song came together. Was I started with the main piano, kind of got ideas that, you know, hey, this is going to be kind of a dance hall vibe. Went straight to the drums, tried to, you know, put some drums together, and then added the keys here. So this was kind of the basis for this beat. And yeah, before really I got into making the lyrics and the melody, I just added, you know, some 808s. As you guys know, I love putting 808s and even, you know, some deep synth bass on here. So I kind of just came up with this pattern on the 808. So with this kind of 808 pattern, I kind of wanted to, again, put it in the space where rhythmically nothing was really going on. So let me just show you guys what I mean. So I'm just going to solo the 808s and the drums. That little rhythm there. Boom, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, boom, ba dum, boom, boom. I really, really love that kind of stuff, and I kind of thought it fit in this pattern because nothing was really going on there, and you know, it was just kind of trial and error where I would try out different rhythms, and you know, just try out different things and see what fit, and I thought that little rhythm in the 808s kind of gave it some more rhythm, some more like, ooh, what's that kind of feeling. Cool, and then I love to add, you know, kind of after 8 bars, a little bit something different in the bass. So I just added a little deep wave bass here. Awesome. So this was kind of like the foundation of the beat. And, you know, I kind of left it for a couple months. As I said before, I was starting to make this beat around May, April of 2018. And, you know, I left it for a couple months, got a little busy with music stuff in school, or finishing off school. And I kind of came back around to it around July. And I opened up the session again. And just kind of almost immediately just started getting vocal ideas. So I'll go to iTunes here and kind of show you guys what ideas I was kind of going with once I heard the beat. And yeah, so this is from July 26th, 2018. And I haven't heard this in a while, so I don't know what's going to come out of my mouth. So we'll see here what I kind of was coming up with. We'll just stop it there. You guys get the idea. So yeah, so that's basically what the melody is for the hook, and that was what I was coming up with at that time. And that same day, I just kept getting more and more ideas. So you guys get the idea there. I was just kind of toying with the idea on and on and on. And that idea actually stuck in the song, which became the second verse. And yeah, so I mean, this was July 2018, and the song came out July 2019. So between this time and I guess when it released, I was basically just trying to come up with lyrical ideas, and basically just kind of wrote kind of like the whole song, and that doesn't really happen for me a lot of the time. I love coming up with hooks and just lyrics for hooks. I'm not really that great at coming up with verse ideas. I mainly kind of come up with a lot of melodies and melody ideas that kind of just like flow kind of with each other. So for me to just kind of even write lyrics right off the bat almost was kind of almost foreign to me. So this song just kind of came quickly like that, where I had like a vocal, lyrical, melody idea already. And that kind of translated well into this song, where I was able to kind of write pretty much almost every part of the song lyrically. So yeah, at this time in my life, production wise and mixing wise, I was in the very early stages of learning how to kind of mix and, you know, put sounds together to make them sound good. And yeah, so I was basically a beginner at this point. So this was kind of like the first song I started mixing on my own, and was able to mix on my own. And even hearing it now, I'm like, hey, I wouldn't do that now. You know, I learned a lot more from doing this and doing more mixing jobs. So it was cool, you know, just trying to mix your own stuff and getting better at it. And, you know, I was basically guinea pigging myself with my music. So I started kind of working on my vocal, and, you know, I got a little auto-tune on here. And around this time, I was also looking at a lot of Waves plugins. So I used CLA Vocals, which is super, super dope for vocals. This H Reverb 2 is also from Waves. So I didn't really like do too much on my vocals except, you know, the auto-tune, some EQ and some compressor, and then just finding what's best on the CLA vocal plugin. And yeah, so let me just solo my vocals here so you guys can kind of hear what I did.
Baby, walk my way and come and spend the day, so you can spend the night with me. I want you now, baby, please allow for me to be your everything. And baby, come and spend the night with me. I wanna be part of your life, maybe. And baby, come and spend the night with me. I wanna do everything right, lady.
So I laid down my vocal track and basically had kind of the whole song written, and I just thought that it was missing something. And I love duets between a male vocalist and a female vocalist. So I was just thinking, hey, like maybe I can, you know, get a female vocalist on here, and decided to hit up my homegirl, Kamaya, aka MOKAH, one of my sisters, one of my homies that, you know, we've been working on music together, and love this girl very much. Amazing performer, vocalist, songwriter. And yeah, I decided to hit her up and kind of collaborate on this track. And so I had a second verse written, and basically she was like, yo, let's keep the second verse that you wrote, because I love it. I wanted her to write like kind of a different second verse idea, but she was like, no, I love this idea that you laid down. And basically I think towards the end of the second verse, when I play it, we kind of do like a back and forth kind of idea, where I sing like a line and she sings a line. And I was like, yo, that's a sick idea too. Like, I'm super down. And yeah, basically did that, and then just worked on kind of like, you know, after the second chorus, kind of outro part, bridge part. And yeah, we did a couple vocal sessions here at West End Studios, and ultimately it became an awesome track. And let me play you guys hear what Kamaya did.
Come
spend the night. You know I wanna be yours tonight. Come and spend the night. You know I wanna be yours tonight. Oh, oh, oh.
Amazing. So yeah, she just laid down some incredible vocals here. And yeah, so when we get to the second verse part, second half of the second verse, we kind of did like a call and response kind of idea. And I'll kind of play this here for you so you guys get an idea of what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, oh, oh. And you'll see what I got. Don't stop, make it pop, yeah. Come around to my way. Wanna show you what love can make, no. I'll go anywhere you go. Just hold on to me. You're mine, you're mine. And baby, come and spend the night with.
Sweet. So yeah, there was kind of the change that we made here on the second verse. She had the idea of, yo, maybe you take this first line, then I'll take that next line here, and then we'll kind of finish it off together. And I thought that was an awesome idea. And yeah, it just kind of led into the second chorus here. And then this kind of then this bridge idea came together. And here, I'll play this here.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Sing it out. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You made me. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Overall, I think the song came out really great. Again, this was like in my early stages of mixing and trying to put sounds together for songs, so I'm glad I was able to kind of start somewhere like this. And yeah, I really love this song. I love the way it kind of came together, and the homegirl Kamaya, aka MOKAH, absolutely killed it. Brought her amazing energy, her awesome vocal styles and ideas to this track. And yo, we still gotta make a music video for this one, because every time I listen to it, I'm just like, oh, I want to be somewhere warm. I want to be somewhere with palm trees and sand and the ocean. And it would really be cool to kind of visualize that and put it on screen. So I don't know, one of these days, even though this song came out, you know, more than a year and a half ago, or no, just about a year and a half ago, we still, you know, they're never say never, and trying to, you know, put something visually to this. But yeah, this song was amazing, and really grateful to be able to make it. Yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode of The Breakdown. This was episode 3 featuring Spend the Night. You can find this song on all music platforms. Just type in Spend the Night, Isaiah Gibbons. And yeah, I'll put our socials in the description. And we'll see you guys next week for episode number 4.